Hail to the king, baby.
Huh. Ain't that a kick in the head?
Well, hello there, welcome. I'm glad you stopped by today, because we have a pretty interesting little game to discuss. So let's hop in, shall we? Stubbs the Zombie and Rebel Without a Pulse is a reverse horror video game developed by Wideload Games and published by Aspyr Media, similar to that of Destroy All Humans or Maneater. Set in the retro-futuristic version of 1959, the game follows Stubbs, who rises from his grave as a zombie and decides to get his revenge by eating brains of the inhabitants of the Pennsylvania city of Punchbowl. Punchbowl is a retro-futuristic city that resembles the future as portrayed by the media in the 1950s. It includes hovercars, laser weaponry, a monorail, and robots. Punchbowl was envisioned and funded by Andrew Munday and created by his teams of scientists, led by former Nazi scientist Dr. Hermann Weyl. I find it quite interesting how both Stubbs and Destroy All Humans both came out in 2005 with a 1950s setting. Stubbs the Zombie is a much more linear game in comparison, but has just as much 50s satire. In this game, you rise from the grave, stealing a hot dog from some picnicking teens, and then you set off on your quest for revenge and, most importantly, love. On your journey through Punchbowl and the surrounding areas, you will eat the brains of citizens, mind control cops and go on shooting sprees, or even battle the local militia or even the military in your pursuit for love. And answers, I guess. You can play some bowling with your zombie head, or battle chainsaw-wielding locals. The first boss is even a dance-off with the police chief where they spent the majority of their budget on licensing for music, and then they never used the music again after that, which makes no sense to me. I compare it to other monster movie-esque games, but it's very linear and somewhat repetitive. You slowly unlock new abilities like most games, and early on you have enough to spice up the gameplay, but eventually when you have all the abilities, it's mostly moving down corridors or open spaces, eating brains and doing the same thing over and over. But occasionally you'll be able to drive a vehicle or use a tank. With that being said, it's still a fun experience that's pretty short. It even has a co-op option, which I didn't experience, but I'm sure that co-op option would make it even more fun and enjoyable as co-op tends to do. I highly recommend it, and you can buy it on all modern consoles or even PC with a slightly updated port that Aspyr put out in 2021. Hopefully enough people bought it, and hopefully enough people wanted a sequel or a remake, because this game could be even better with a ground-up remake similar to Destroy All Humans with a similar style as well. But even without one, the game holds up pretty well visually, since it already has that cartoon-like visual style. They said to demand a sequel, so I demand a damn sequel, because this game deserves another chance, and it deserves the opportunity to be bigger and better. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you don't mind, it would be awesome if you left a like and hit that subscribe button. Maybe even think about leaving a comment below on your experience with Stubbs and maybe what your favorite funny satirical comedy game is. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.